Good morning, everyone.
Hello.
Do you want me to just get started, Sandra?
Yeah, I was just checking the time. Should we wait or start? It's 8:31. Just start.
Get started.
All right. Let's go.
All right. Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Team Activate Training, Monday, the 18th of November. We're going to share some incredible information on how to create social media content with you. And we have a fabulous mover and shaker to share with you tonight as well. All right, next slide. So my name's Kim Colling. I'm your Premier Pro 5 from Newcastle. I've been in LifeVantage since 2016, part of the original 6 that kind of relaunched Australia, and I've loved the journey so far. It's loads of fun. So yeah, welcome to all our new distributors, particularly welcome to everybody, but especially the newbies. If this is your first time or your first few weeks, huge welcome to our team. This is an awesome place to be. Lots of positive, happy people, lots of love to share around. Everyone's helpful. You're really going to enjoy the whole journey. Important information to note for yourself and for what you train your customers and your distributors. You need to use Protandim for 1 month for every decade of life. So if you're 50 years old, you need to use it for 5 months. If you're 66 months, that's when you're kind of trialing it, so to speak. And most of us stay on it forever because oxidative stress is continuous and you want to keep reducing it. But if someone's going to commit to trying it, you need to get them to commit to 3 to 5 months or 3 to 6 months, depending how old they are. And that goes for your entire team as well. You really want to commit, be on an auto ship and get the product every month. So you want to start people with that commitment and on a subscription order. Look after your customers, keep in touch with them. That follow up is so key in terms of keeping them educated, keeping them engaged, so they don't just fall off and actually drop off when they get a bill or it gets too hard or they're not feeling anything anymore. Keep in touch, look after them. You can upsell when you're keeping that conversation going with them. Let people get in where they fit in. If you're talking to distributors, if they can't afford a platinum pack, let them get in with a gold pack or a silver pack. Get in where they fit in. As long as they understand what they're doing, what the benefits and pros and cons are, and what their journey can be, let them get in where they fit in. If someone just wants to become a customer, don't force them to become a distributor. Just let them get in as a customer. We love customers. 80% of our business is customers. Happy customers are great customers. Some of them will decide to upgrade down the track when they get great results, and that's awesome too. And as a distributor, make sure you're on a monthly subscription. You must have a 40 PV ordered through your business every single month, which is at least 1 Protandim. Have it on a subscription so that you never forget, because there's nothing worse than after month end rolls over and someone doesn't get commission because their order didn't go through because they forgot to order some product. Join our new distributor training this Thursday night. If you are brand new, same Zoom number, and we'll go through a whole of this PV points and information with you as well. Next one. Just generally a bit about our team protocol. We've got an awesome culture in our team and we have some rules in that we play by, so we all play nice and stay happy. Never cross recruit. So if you're ever talking to someone and they go, oh, I've heard about Protandim, my friend was telling me about it, you need to refer them back to their friend or the person who originally spoke to them. If you're talking to people in Activate My Life, our group that we add customers and prospects to, again, you need to refer them back to whoever added them to the group. Saying that, look after your people. Don't just add people to the group and then forget about them. And in 3 years' time, they pop up going, can I get some? Can I get some? And you're not even there to talk to them. Make sure you're keeping in touch with your people that you've added. Follow up with them. See what they're liking, what they're not liking, what they're enjoying, and how you can try and convert them into becoming a customer. As I said, send them back to the person who invited them. And whenever you go to any events, no personalized marketing material can be on display at corporate events. If corporate event is about everybody, the team, the greater, wider Australia team, not just Team Activate. So we need to be mindful of that. Your business starts and ends with you. This is really, really important. It's the best mindset for success. There's no blaming anybody else for your success or your failures. It all starts and stops with you. You need to learn, you need to do, you need to take action, and you need to grow your business. You need to do the personal development, take the action. Don't expect anyone to give you people ever. Occasionally people will build under you, and that's a bonus if that happens, because a lot of times it just depends on how they're structuring their business, but never expect it and never ever ask. Compliance is really, really important. If we don't remain compliant, we can get shut down, either personally or even potentially countrywide or globally. So we need to stay compliant. If you haven't watched the video by Rachel Cameron on the Team Activate website, get hold of that video, watch it, have a look at what is compliant and what's not compliant to say. we've got a roadmap for success. If you've just started in the business, you really want to aim to get to Pro 2 as quickly as you can. Work with your sponsor to try and help you get to Pro 3 within 30 days of the month after you've enrolled. That's going to earn you a bonus of $125 that month. And if you maintain it the next month, another $125. So $250 on the table there. If you can then get to Pro 3 the next month, you get another $312.50. And I'm the accountant, I should know that. And then if you maintain that again the next month, you get another $312, another $625. So there's like over $800 on the table there just for you to earn by just growing your business. And that's why you join us, to grow your business. That's just bonus money. Don't leave it on the table. Make sure you achieve that. Things you can do to help you get through that roadmap and how to grow your business. DMOs. We have daily modus operandi, however you say that, or IPA, income producing. We have power hours every Tuesday night where you can jump on and someone in the team actually leads the meeting and everybody works together. So you spend a solid hour working, building your business, inviting to events, inviting to look at information, following people up. It's hands-on teamwork, working together, and you actually get a nice solid hour of business done. Sometimes if you're time poor, you sort of go, when can I fit some work in? Lock that hour aside, jump on, work with other friends and that in the business and see what you can get done. Thursday night training, as I said earlier, new distributor training every Thursday night. We run this weekly for anyone who's new, who hasn't been on this, or if you do want a refresher. This is really, you only need to jump on this once. However, come on as many times as you want. We go through all the getting started basics. So there's our weekly training schedule. It looks like a lot. Don't get overwhelmed. It's not that bad. Monday night team training is the only kind of mandatory one. Tuesday night's an optional. Basically, you're doing your business. You're doing work, income producing activities, which you should be doing anyway. Wednesday night, we don't have regular training. Occasionally, we'll do an opportunity meeting or a compensation plan training. Again, it's optional. If you want to learn though, jump on those. Thursday night's new distributor training. It's a one-time deal. Get your new distributors on that though. It's super important. And then we also run once a month the training for the UK, and we have weekly trainings for New Zealand on a Tuesday. All of that is in teamactivate.net. The whole schedule's on there. You can go and have a look at any time that you want to. Training times. Get familiar with the training times. Remember what they are. Read the little posts that we put up each time, because it is different for each state and it does get confusing sometimes. So New South Wales always 8:30 at the moment, Queensland 7:30. You can read the rest there. So make sure you jump on at the right time, otherwise you're going to miss out. Leader Academy. If you haven't booked your ticket yet, why not? Get online tonight and go and book your ticket. You do not want to miss this event. This is phenomenal. Last year's training that we got here, I think, was better than we got globally anywhere else. It was excellent training in terms of leadership stuff, network marketing stuff. You get to meet the CEO, you get to meet all the leaders, you get to hang out with, have so much fun with all your friends. Definitely get to that event. It's the 31st of January to the 1st of February. It's a Friday, Saturday. We're all going to go to the Gold Coast and have the best time together. Get your early bird tickets. If you come in on a platinum pack or a gold pack, you can use your free ticket to actually pay for your ticket already. So there's no excuse. Get your butts there. Next. Can I say that? Right. My mover and shaker for the week. I want to introduce you to Leah Craig. So this woman inspires me every day. She's jumped in and she's all in. She's taken this business seriously from day one, and she's been kicking goals all the way through. She literally challenges me and inspires me daily. I want to be like her. She's a true leader and she's going places in this business. A little bit about her journey so far. She enrolled in July and pretty quickly smashed out Pro 2 by the end of the month. And then we did Pro 3 with her by the end of August. So she got all those bonuses, which is really cool. We did meetings in Dubbo in August, and then we did Billingen and Dorrigo and Coffs Harbour in October. So she's getting out there and making it happen. Leah has no prior network marketing experience. It's her first network marketing gig. But what she's done is she's paid attention to what we train, what we talk about, and then she just goes for it. She applies it and takes action. She gets on the phone, she makes the call, she shares the information, closes the deal. She just has a go. She started running her own Zooms. She grabbed my Zoom number and ran a Zoom the other day. Then she's just this last week been up to Dubbo and Nyngan with her team, presenting by herself with her team, which is just mind-blowing. And they actually enrolled between them 11 customers in 2 days while they were up there, and they've done 16 across the week between the two of them. She's personally enrolled 22 customers, 5 distributors, and has a total of 58 customers in her organization in 3 months. So phenomenal work, Leah. I would like you to maybe just take a few minutes to share with everyone what you've been doing, what's working well, how are you closing so many customers so quickly, and anything else you want to share with the team. So over to you.
Thanks, Kim. I honestly couldn't have done it without your inspiration as well, and all your help because of my questions and needs along the way. You've been there at every drop of the hat. So I've been really blessed. And I love this because I feel like, well, I do have sales experience, I've got marketing experience, and I have done a bit of Mary Kay, but this is my thing. This is my jam. This is natural and scientific, and I think if you can spread, like I got on the phone with I got on the phone with Charlotte, and you organised all that, so I felt special straight away, and you guys have supported me, and along the way I'm happy to pass that journey on with my team members that are also motivated. So when I have a team member that sort of screams out and says, so what's your availability like, and can you just come up? And I'm like, yeah, all right, so you tell me, I'll tell her my availability, she books it in and gets it all organized, and it just happens, and it's really effortless. Like, that's just a transition. You're just inspired by the people that you can connect with. And it's a very genuine approach. When we were there to close deals, these people were hungry for the latest technology and science. Like, I made them feel special, of course, but we kept it real. Like, I feel like we're not doctors, we're not lawyers, we're not scientists. We just kept it real. Yeah, it was a really honest evaluation of everybody's problems and circumstances, and there was never enough. You can't give country people enough time when you do talk to them. Like, it's energy that you share with their needs. And they listen, and as long as you listen, and it's active approach, the closing was the easy part. I felt like all we had to do was close with the free postage in the end, on an activated essentials pack. And then what about the skincare? It was simple. But then at the same time, you've got to get them committed and keep that perspective and level of expectation real as well, so that they do stay on it, and we maintain our pro status and So I guess I've understood a lot more on this trip, because I'm learning with my distributors. Like, I've learned from you, Kim, and everybody on this page now, everyone on this Zoom. And then I'm sharing the fact that I'm still learning, so that I don't feel arrogant. I'm very humbled by the fact that I'm still learning daily. The dramas we had today, even, Kim, just to sort that out. And yeah, it's been great. I've really loved it. And thank you very much for the mover and shaker thing.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing, Leah. All right, Sandra.
Awesome, Leah. Well done. Good job. Good job. All right, everybody. Hope you're well. My name's Sandra Santoro, and I am a Premier Pro 4 in Sydney. And Sydney is definitely coming up on the status quo for sure. All right. So what I wanted to go through with you in training tonight is how to create social media content, which seems to be something that is a big burning question for most people. And how do you do it? And do you do it this way, or do you do it another way? So I've been doing a bit of work around this in the last few months and experimenting myself. And this is what I've learned and what I found out and what I want to share with you. So your first step is to ask yourself a question. What is your target market and what is your ideal client? Now, you've probably heard that before, but this is exactly where you need to start. Now, when you ask yourself those questions, what you need to do is be really specific, okay? And I know this might sound like it's a bit of a tedious task, but when you actually get really specific on your ideal client, then you will know who you need to speak to when you are working out your content. So how do you do that? So this is where you need to start. You've got to write down all the qualities that you want in a customer or a business partner. And you can do both. You can do your ideal customer and you can do your ideal business partner. Who are they? Are they male or female? How old are they? What do they do? Are they a parent? Are they single? How do they dress? How do they speak? What do they look like? What values do they have? Do they align with you? Okay, you need to get that specific, and you'll see how this all fits in when you start looking at what are you going to talk about when you post online? Who are you going to address? It's not just a matter of, putting up educational posts and teaching them about NRF2 activation and sharing testimonials. You actually have to really be like you're talking to that person having a conversation one-on-one. It has to speak to them. So I'd really like you at some stage this week to take some time to actually sit down and make your list of what your ideal customer is, what your ideal business partner is. What do they actually look like? Okay, step 2. So what do I post? I'm put a 1 in the chat if you are someone that's always gone, oh my gosh, I don't know what to post. I don't know what to post. Here's some ways that you can get started. I mean, there's probably lots in the chat. I'm just looking now. Yeah, there's a few. What I'm saying to you is there are 2 types. What we call borrowed or syndicated is the technical term, or original. Now, we all start with borrowed, and that's okay. We can borrow other people's posts. When we borrow them, there's a bit of a protocol. You could ask permission if you're going to use it exactly or share it, or tag that person in your post, or take it and borrow it, but change it a bit so that it sounds more like you, okay? And then you can get into writing your own original content, okay? And you will get better and better at that as time progresses. But initially, you want to look at borrowed content to help you get started. Okay, so what to include in your content. So when writing your content, imagine you were talking to that person that you made that list about. How do you want them to feel when they read your post? Okay, are you sharing your true, authentic self? Are you being vulnerable? Does this content align with you and who you are? And does it tell a story of yours or someone else's? So these are some of the questions you need to ask yourself when you're thinking about posting content. Are you posting content just for the sake of posting content to say, yes, I've done my 3 daily posts, or are you posting stuff that really reaches people? These questions are really important to ask yourself. How do you want them to feel when they read your post? Think about, if you've ever read someone else's post and it really talks to you, how does that make you feel? What was the, I guess, the incentive or the agenda behind the post, okay, for that person? How did they want to make you feel? Okay, step 3. There's a few different types of social media, and we've touched on that before. The most popular, as we know, is Facebook and Instagram. Now, if you are someone that is not familiar with social media yet, or you are new to the business and you're just getting started, start getting yourself familiar with at least one of these. And I would suggest starting with Facebook first, okay, before you dive into any other platforms. And follow people that are doing it well, that you aspire to, that you like the content that you're reading from people. Okay, that's okay to follow them and borrow stuff from them. What next? You basically just have to start, okay? Don't do this I'm getting ready to get ready thing, okay? Just do it. Just start posting. You will learn as you go, okay? You will work out what works and what doesn't. I've done lots of different little tests myself where I put up certain types of posts that get lots of traction, and it's usually the ones that I've said, I'm being vulnerable, I'm talking about myself, I'm being true to what I want to align with. And then I've tried other posts which are more educational posts about product or things like that, and they don't get as much traction. So you have to see what works for you and your target market. So play around with it a bit. So we just also wanted to touch on tonight a little reminder of our daily actions, because this is what we need to do to keep our business going. And Kim mentioned earlier that, if you are struggling or you're a bit time poor because you're working a day job, or, you've got a family and, it's hard sometimes, lock in that 8:30 time slot on a Tuesday night and get a solid hour of work done, okay? Pencil it into your diary. It's a non-negotiable. So what are some of the actions you need to take? So 5-step daily Facebook action plan, okay? And some of you might have seen these before, and we're just going to go over it again just to give you a bit of a refresher. So let's break that down. So we talk about 2 content posts a day. All right, so basically that's what I've just discussed with you. If you are doing 2 posts a day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, or wherever you can, okay, and make them, you know, think about the content. Don't just put something up for the sake of putting something up there. All right, 2 a day. It's not a lot. 3 comments a day. Okay, a comment that might encourage, give an opinion, or give value. So you can do this on your page, in groups, you can reply to comments, you can use emojis as well, all right? You may not have heard this before, but try not to use the like emoji, use the love heart or the wow or another emoji, because Facebook likes that and it brings more traffic to your page as well. All right, so 3 comments a day can be an encouragement, an opinion, or adding value. You can do this wherever you are on Facebook. Connect. Try and connect with 4 new friends a day. So new friends, you might send them a friend request, or it might be someone that you meet whilst you're out doing something, or a new person that comes into your workplace or into your business. Add them on Facebook. All right. Communicate with 3 different people a day. So turning your strangers into friends. So basically these are people that you have already become friends with, okay, and you want to then get to know them a little bit better. So you will engage in a conversation with them. You will ask them questions about themselves and then get to know you as well. All right, so start building that relationship. And 2 times a day, you're going to do either a close or a follow-up, all right? So you want to be following up with people at least twice a day, all right? If not, trying to close people twice a day. Now, what do I mean by that? It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get the sale that day, but you're going to ask for it, or ask them, are they ready to get started with you, or what's holding them back from getting started with you today? Okay. So here is something that you could use, all right, when you're going to comment or share on your posts. So if someone comments on your post or hits a like on your post, you can send them these messages to start a conversation. Hi, I noticed you liked my post. Thank you. It's much appreciated. Or thanks for your comment on my post. I'm so inspired when I get comments. Or you could even say something like, thanks heaps for sharing my post, because some people like to do that. I dream about helping loads of people, and this helps me reach more people. Okay, so there's lots of little ways that you can engage with people that you're coming into contact with on a daily basis. And that's it, everybody. So I hope that that kind of gives you a refresher, and you can start thinking about what you need to do in terms of getting content ready and what you need to do in terms of daily activity every day. Thanks. Any questions or anything? I'm just looking in the chat.
Sandra, Anna was just saying that
Yep.
not easy to talk with all your friends when you have 5,000 of them.
Sure.
Because Facebook allows us 5,000, and that sometimes you just need to delete some of the inactive people.
Yes.
What's your strategy on how to talk to people, and how do you screen them and get rid of some?
So a couple of tips that I've learned is that I will go through my friends list and check their profile pictures and things like that. So if they don't actually have a photo of themselves, I get rid of those people from my friends list to give room for new people to come in. And if it's someone I haven't spoken to in a while, I might go back to their profile, have a look and see if things there actually align with where I want to go. And if not, I again get rid of them, or I try and touch base with them again.
Yeah,
if it's been a while. And I generally use my messenger to do that.
Yeah.
and that keeps a really good track of, you know, who I've spoken to, when I've spoken to, because it dates and times it and everything, and I can go back and go, oh, I haven't touched base with that person for a little while. I need to go back and do that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. One of the ways I do it as well, Sandra, is to look daily at whose birthday it is.
Oh, yes, birthdays.
Because birthdays, if you just do that every day, then, you know, over a 365-day year, you've gone through your entire database of 5,000 people.
Yep.
And also, it's a great time to chat. If you haven't chatted before and you've looked at their profile and there's somebody that you think, you know, this could maybe be a potential customer or a distributor, either start the conversation, right? Or just unfriend them.
Yes.
Sandra, a lot of people get nervous when they see or when they think about unfriending people. Do people get a message to say you've just unfriended them?
No, they don't know. The only way they're going to know if they go looking for you, and that doesn't really happen very often. So more likely than not, they're not going to know at all.
Yeah. And then Fiona's just asking a question about postage for Ireland. I'm not sure what the answer is, but maybe if one of our amazing leaders that's working in Ireland can just answer that for her. Thanks so much.
Beautiful.
You girls are amazing.
Thank you. Welcome. Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Good night. Thank you.